Welcome to the Empowerment Podcast. My name is Ayanda Shabete, and I'm so glad to be your host. It is my very first time today, and I believe we're going to have many more great times together. Just a brief introduction about who I am. I am a mom to 3 wonderful boys. They are still quite young, but yes, God has entrusted me with their lives. I am also a financial advisor. I did finance at school, and I'm working as a financial advisor at the present moment. There's so much that I have learned working as a financial advisor, and just seeing the mistakes that we do as young people mostly. For the old ones, they've done their mistakes, they've learned, and they've rectified them. Some are still stuck in the old ways, but then what can we say? This is life. So I just thought it's very important for me to come and teach you what I know, and also get to learn from you. I hope you will stay in touch. I hope you will go to our social media pages and also tell me what you think, so that we all teach one another. It's not just me sharing what I have learned, what I know, but it's also you sharing what you know with me. There's so much that we can say about finance, but today I just want us to look at saving, the importance of saving. You know, many a times we make mistakes in life simply because we do not identify the why. If you don't know why you're doing something, you might either fail, give up, or get lost. So it is very important to identify your why, know your why. I know this thing has been said for so many times, but it's very important. It's very important to know why you're doing what you're doing. So when it comes to saving, I've seen many people saving and saying, hey, I have so much in the bank. I've saved so much, but then they don't know why they're saving. So the minute they see something they like, it doesn't even have to be something they need. The minute they see something they like, let's say there's a new phone. I heard there's a latest version of the phone that most people like, and most people are going for it. They have the old one, but since there's a new one, they want the new one. And unfortunately, if you were saving, even if you have been saving for years, if something like that happens, you take from what you have and you purchase whatever you want to purchase. So I've seen most people doing that, saving just for the fun of it. It's not wrong, but it is wrong. Why am I saying that? It's not wrong because it teaches you the habit of saving. But because you are not saving for anything, you are just doing it for the fun of it, you end up taking from your savings just for pleasure and purchasing that phone or car or whatever it may be. I don't want to make an example of a car because few people save to buy cars. Most people take credit when they need to buy a car or a house or anything like that. But we'll get to that. I just want us to look at the reason why. Why do you need to save? Why are you saving? Yes, you have money. You have money that you have saved for some time. Why are you saving that money? I believe I once heard Mpumeli Dwaba talking about saving. She was talking about how they purchased their home, the home that they are currently living in. She said they were renting for quite a long time and they were okay, but that they knew that they had to buy a house. So they decided to test themselves. They looked around, they looked at the houses, and they saw a house that they would like to purchase. and then they looked how much the installment will be. Then they were like, okay, so if we want to purchase a house like this that costs this much, we need to save so much every month just to get to the habit of paying the installments. So if the installment is 10,000 a month, then they were putting away 10,000 for a certain period of time. So if you're going to purchase something, even if you're going to purchase a car, you can do that activity. You can just decide, okay, so which car do I want? Okay, I want this car. It costs this much. So monthly, I have to pay an installment of this much. Okay, cool. So from today, when do I want to purchase it? In 6 months. Okay, so from today until the day I purchase the car, I have to put away this much money. So if it's 10,000, you're like, okay, so I'm going to put away 10,000 from today until I purchase the car. And when you purchase the car, it's easy because you use the money that you've been saving for all these months, for 6 months, and you use it as a deposit. So and when it's time, when you have your car, it's easy for you to continue paying the installments because it's something that you have done for quite some time. I hope that makes sense. So the mistake that we make is we just save and we don't know what we're saving for. And even when we just want to go out with our friends, we just use the money we were saving. And when we need to purchase big things, we always go and buy on credit. You know, credit has really destroyed the habit of saving. Just knowing that when you want to buy something, you can buy it even if you don't have money. It has just crippled us mentally. Because we know that, okay, by the end of the month, I'm going to have groceries in my fridge, whether I have money or not, because we know we can buy on credit. And we know that we can wear the most expensive brands without having a cent. And that has really, really, really spoiled us and destroyed the habit of saving. So it is very important for us as young people to decide as early as now that we are going to save, that we are not going to buy on credit, that when we need something, we're going to give ourselves time just to save for it before we purchase it. And also, one can ask, when can I start saving? When is the right time to start saving? Okay, so there's no specific time to start saving. One can start at any stage. But I personally believe that you need to have something, you need to have an income for you to be able to save. Because if you do not have a monthly income, then you're going to find it hard to save, because you may save this month because you have money, that because your parents gave you money, but then next month nothing comes in and then you use your savings. So I believe that you must have something that comes in, and then you take a certain percentage or a certain portion of it and put it away, just for you to have money for rainy days. So you can start at any time, any stage. You don't have to be old, you don't have to be young, but at least have something that you receive monthly for you to be able to save. Let's say you get money, let's say your parents give you pocket money every month. Don't spend everything. Decide that, okay, 10% I will pay my tithe, because hey, you must give God what is due to him. So 10% you pay your tithe, and then you decide that, okay, I'm gonna save this much. If you say, okay, another 10%, I'm gonna save it, and then I'll be left with 80% for spending. then that's it. You choose what you're comfortable with. If you start with a smaller nyana portion, if you start with what you can afford, then it will be easy for you to increase your savings. Maybe monthly or every 2 months, you decide that, hey, I've been saving 10% of my income and it doesn't feel hard. It's something that I do with ease. Then let me try and make it 15%. And then you see that, oh, it's doable. Okay, then I can increase it to a bigger amount. Then it becomes very easy for you to save on a monthly basis without you saying, okay, so I receive this much a month, then I'm gonna save 50%. You will save it once and you won't save it again. But if you decide on a small portion, then it will be easy for you to continue, because we are creating good habits. And also, habits are not things you do once and then you fine, but habits are things you work on for a long period, and then you see that, okay, I'm improving here, let me change this, let me do it this way. You don't just do it once and then you say, okay, I've failed, or you say, oh wow, I've succeeded. No, it's something that you build gradually. So it's very important to decide how much you want to put aside, and you can start anytime. You don't have to be 50 for you to say, okay, I want to save. If you start by saving money to go to the movies with your friends when you're young, then you are able to save for bigger things when you are old. So when you start with saving for smaller things, then as you grow with it, and the habit also then you master the habit, and it gets easier for you to save for bigger things as well. As I've said, I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. Another question is, how long can one save? I think I've answered that one as well. It depends what you're saving for. If you are saving for, if you want to buy a house, or you want to buy a car, or you want to buy a phone, then once you buy that, then you start saving for something else. So with saving, you decide what you want to save for. You save for that thing, you buy that thing, and you make new goals. Then you decide that, okay, now I'm gonna, since I've saved this much and I was able to buy this, then now I have to save for the next thing, and then you do that. So yeah, that's it. We mustn't complicate it, because the minute we complicate it is the minute we fail to do it. So if we keep it simple, don't overthink, just keep it simple, then you'll be able to do it. And we have different saving platforms where one can save. It's not advisable for you to keep money in your house. So it's better for you to find what works for you. Some people think if they have money and they save it in the bank, then they get that smallanyana interest, then they fine. But it's advisable for you to do your homework. Learn about other saving platforms that are available for you, platforms that can make you more money, and yeah, you can make more profit just by choosing the right platform or service provider to save with. I hope you gained something from today. It was a chilled session, but next time I'm gonna invite specialists people who are going to teach us more about saving, and people who are going to answer questions. So I want you to ask me some questions by going to our social media platforms, where you can DM us and ask questions you have about finance, because we want to equip you, we want to provide solutions. We just don't want to talk and you listen, but we want to hear what you want to say, what questions you have, and then we want to provide answers. We are so happy that you tuned in. Have a blessed month and share the love. Share this with your friends and family. Thank you. Bye bye.